everybody, and welcome to March 13th of 2026. This is Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina, and I'm thrilled to be back here with you this week to show you this fun little tutorial. It's a cute little cubed box. It is the perfect little thing with the little handle on it. Well, let's pull it this way. And then you've got all this little perfect space to add any little treat that you would like, and it would be great for birthday celebrations. I'm putting this on backwards. Birthday celebrations, any little holiday. It's just a cute little treat box. It actually measures 2 3/4. As I turn the camera down, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So it's a good little size box. It's not near as huge as the one that I brought to y'all last week to show you all the things, but it is a cute little size box. I'm using the Homemade Sweetness Designer Series paper. This one I ended up using the little jars on. It has the blueberry jam and little honey, raspberry. It's just super cute. It's bright, and it is so perfect for summer that's coming or spring. People are doing their gardens, and all things are great with that. So to start out, you will want to use 2 pieces at 8.5 by 11. One of those 2 pieces you're going to cut at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and then you're going to score all 4 sides right down here. You're going to do 2 3/4. So do all 4 sides that way. That's going to be the base of your box. You're going to want the lid to your box. This piece here is going to be 6 9/16 by 6 9/16. I know it's getting down in the weeds with all the things, and then you're going to score it at 7/8 all the way around on all 4 corners, and then you're going to score it again at 1 15/16 on all the corners. Now, going back and forth, when I found this tutorial, they did say 1 7/8. It may work, but I ended up stretching it a little bit. I may have went the wrong way with this box, but we're going to find out, or with this lid, we're going to find out if it's going to fit our little cube box. The measurements get me too sometimes. And then you're going to need, this is for the handle, and it is 3/4 by 4. So, and then you're going to score it on each end at 1/2 inch. So you have those, and then have your designer series paper that you picked out. I'm doing this side of my paper, or this particular one this time, and it is measured at 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. I have 5 of these cut out, all the same size. And then you're going to need 7/8 by 2 11/16, and you'll need 4 of those, and then whatever sentiment that you want on the top of your box. So this ain't even in here. I'm using the Filled with Sweetness, and it's got all these cute little dies to it. I'm using this one here. Funny me, when I was ordering the stamp, I didn't get English. So fun, I got French. So I'm going to be using the Merci. The stamp will be all the same. I'm kind of bummed that I did that to myself, but it's fine. We're going to roll with it today. It is a super cute little bundle between that and the paper. I don't remember if I showed you that this last time, but this is the one I'm using this time. And we have ladybugs. We've got cute little checkers and flowers, all kinds of little fruit. You have the big little jars of different jams and honeys and stuff. And then on the back side, you have your red, your spoons, hearts, and that's the one I used on the first box. And then this one is really cute because it's like a giant sheet of notebook paper. I love that. But anyway, so let's get started. So get your stuff cut, get your trim or some scissors because you'll want to do some trimming, and it'd be nice to have a bone folder handy. So let's go ahead and fold these real quick, and then we're going to we're going to do our cutting. So start at the bottom end, and you're going to cut up to the score line on both sides of this one. And before we flip it, we're going to go ahead and do a little wedge. So add a slant on all the way up, and we're going to do the same thing on this side, and then come over and do this one. Whoops, didn't mean to just slide right off of there. I'm using the smaller ones this time. When I first started making the box, I had my bigger snips, and it just seemed like they were a little too bulky for what I was trying to do. And come flip it over, and let's do this other side the same way. So I hope you had a beautiful week. Do you have anything exciting planned this weekend? I'm so thankful that it's not raining. For one, we needed the rain, but I'm thankful it's not raining because we are going to be tidying up our yard and stuff because we have our realtor coming this weekend. And so, yeah, it's finally here. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. All right, so that's how your layout should look. Now we're going to simply fold these up. So this is how your box is going to be created. So the pieces that you cut the little wedge in, they're going in, and then these outer ones are going to go up. So just take your multi-purpose glue or your adhesive. I will say that most likely I would use a strong adhesive, not your just regular Snell adhesive, because you really want your box to stay together. So yeah, I'm going to line up this piece here to my score line on this other side. Just fold it nice and tight, which honestly, it ain't gonna let you go any further than the fold itself. So, and now let's do our outer little flaps. So this will give us the finishing touch to the outside of our box. I will say, I'm having FOMO this week, you guys. Usually this week, Stampin' Up every year does on stage. And since I have come back into Stampin' Up, I have not missed it on stage. And now granted, this is I'm going on my 5-year anniversary this year, in August actually. But yeah, I'm having FOMO. All my little creative friends are over in California having an absolute blast. I'm so excited for them. We just had entirely too much going on this year, and that happens sometimes, so it's okay. But I can't wait. And if you've seen them, you know, make sure that you heart their pictures and all the things, because they are just having a blast. So there's your little box. Okay, that's your little base. Da-da-da. Now, let's go ahead and take our little squares that we have and attach those. So I'm going to do that really fast for you. So the bottom of our box will be complete. I love that, isn't that so cute? I don't know, there's just something about, because I have it on the strawberry slush cardstock, and I just love this particular pattern of paper that's in this little pack, and I thought, wow, this would just make it literally pop. So indeed it is. Now I'm not using one for the bottom. I don't know, I mean, you can if you would like to have something on the bottom, but I didn't think it was necessary because it's the bottom of the box. I mean, I don't know. I just like that. All right. Now this last piece that you have over here, now that one's gonna be for the lid. So let's see if we did the lid right. Okay, now I'm taking the lid. Now this one's gonna be a little more intricate, okay? So I'm going to just slowly go through all the sides here with you. So the first thing we're gonna do is, let me make sure, where am I at? I've got it facing this way. Now I'm going to cut this, and then this one right here, you have two little squares. We're going to cut it completely out, all the way over, just like so. And then this little small one here, we're going to take off. All right. And then of course, we want to give our wedges. Those really help you fold your things in together better. All right, now let's hop over here to this other side, and we're gonna do the same thing. Now, careful, because don't do what I did, and I completely snipped one of my things off when I was making these. It was quite funny, but not funny. Hey, but if you're not gonna laugh at yourself, I mean, you totally should. Anyway, it's just something that we all make mistakes. Okay, but we roll with them, right? We improvise. Okay, so this is what one side of it looks like. Now we're gonna go over to this other side and do the same exact thing, okay? So let me snip up. This is where I messed up, is because when I was doing this, I totally took off the wrong deal. I was just snipping and snipping, and then all of a sudden I'm like, crap. So it happens. But yeah, I like this paper bundle so much. Have y'all got it and played with it any? It is just, I don't know, it's cute. And then there's a bonus one because of like the scrapbooking. There's a whole bonus set of dies and stamps that go with it. And oh my goodness, I am in love, because you can do like little recipe card things, and just the possibilities are endless with that, right? Okay, so now it's coming together. The last thing that we want to do is go ahead and do our wedges on these little pieces here. That way, all four of our corners. Look at me, I'm doing it. I'm so proud. It looks intricate, but it's, I mean, if you just, I don't know. I like to, when I'm doing things, just take one little section at a time. So that's what your lid part should look like now. The next thing we want to do is do our folding. So go ahead and get your bone folder and fold all of your little square lines, just so that it makes it easier for you to put together. Okay. And then we'll find out if I did this little guy right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so after you have them all nice and folded here, the object is to take these four little corners and we're going to fold them up. And then ideally after they go in, you're going to attach your ends, and then all these other little flaps will fold in. So it kind of completes your little box. So I'm going to very carefully add glue to these little flaps here. This is where it can get kind of messy. Okay, one more, just like so. And then let's just fold our box, it just kind of actually starts just kind of coming together, you know? Well, we want it to stick. All right. And now fold all of these little flaps down. I mean, this little lid in itself could be just a cute little treat thing. I mean, think about that. Fold these down this way if you're using some designer paper, and then tie some ribbon around it. Oh, how cute. Look, maybe that would be a cute little box. And then you could just set your little objects in it and then put it in some clear cellophane. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm already planning the next thing. All right, so fold it down and on all the way around. And now this is where I am so worried. Will it fit on my box? Now, ideally, it usually is a little tight. I didn't do it. I knew I didn't do it. It fits inside of it. Let's see if this one does. Okay, because earlier I did one, and yes. Okay, so we're going to use this one because I don't know what I did. Well, looky there. That's what I did. I totally didn't score that right. Look how much of that off it is. See that? Oh well, you see, sometimes it takes more than one try. So after that, I know I have a different little lid, but it's fine. See, it's fine. I can easily cover it up. Actually, we'll do that because I want this box to be right. Now, add this on top. Boom. Looky there. Okay. So the little piece right here, this is your handle. This is the 3 1/4 by 4, and you scored it at a half on each end. So go ahead and just kind of bend those, and you're going to use your finger, or you can use your bone folder to kind of give it a little curve here like that. And then we're going to attach it to the top. So I thought I was done with my glue, but I am not. We will add a little bit of adhesive to each end here, and then you just add that to the top of your box, just like so. Okay, and you just kind of eyeball and center it in, just so. I actually just butted up to the end of the designer paper, not all the way over to the cardstock. Just kind of popped it off, but hey. Now they have these adorable little embellishments here that match this particular deal of strawberry dots really well. I am going to be using the Fox Bronze rectangles because I glued these down, but you could also take brads and poke a hole and add a brad to the handle. I just thought they stuck up a little bit more to kind of give that brad effect. And so why not, right? Da-da-da! So cute. And in the die set, they have this adorable little, I've got them all just mixed up, but this one right here. And so I'm going to stamp in my blueberry bushel. Mercy. Just like so. Thank you. It also has this adorable little bow. Isn't that cute? Look at that. And I'm just going to add it to the top. You could do this little bow, especially because it's so thin, like add it on one of the dimension foams and then cut it out, which would give it a little more dimension when you apply it to whatever project you're doing, or use adhesive sheets, because then you can just peel it off and you ain't got to worry about glue. Add you some dimensionals to the back, and then you'll just stick it on that box. little boogers are just something else to get it out. Okay. And then you just stick it. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We did not put our papers on our lid. Holy cow. We're almost done. All right, so I'm not gonna go all the way around the edge of these, just so that I can attach these real fast. That completes your box. Just like so. But I am so glad that you decided to jump on and watch today's tutorial. I do hope that you subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my blog or find me on Facebook, and make sure that you just subscribe or leave me a comment today. Let me know what you think about this adorable little box. I'll stick it on just like so, and it's finished. And there you go. Aren't they just so cute? I didn't put enough glue right there. So cute. And then that's the top of them. So I hope you enjoyed today. Make sure that you tune back in with me next Friday, March 20th of 2026 at 4 p.m. for something new, something fun and fabulous. So y'all keep on creating and be blessed.